My name is Carmen Reese from Antigua, Guatemala, and for 15 years I served as Tivity, a spiritual marker in one of the most organized covens in Central America. My Tivity specific assignment was simple but deadly. Between December 28th and December 31st every year, Tivity, I would walk through neighborhoods one house at a time, marking homes for spiritual attack in Tivity, the coming year. Not with spray paint, not with symbols you could see, with signatures that opened invisible doors for demons to enter. In 2026 Tivity, most families never knew their home had been marked. They never saw the signs, Tivity. They never felt the shift. But within weeks of January, strange things began happening. Sickness, Tivity, arguments, financial collapse, nightmares, accidents, all because their house had, Tivity, been spiritually tagged during the final days of December while they were celebrating, decorating, Tivity, and preparing for the new year. Tonight, I'm going to show you the 7 signs that reveal, Tivity, whether your house has already been marked for attack in 2026. And more importantly, Tivity, I'm going to teach you how to erase those marks before it's too late. Because if your home was marked, Tivity, and you don't act now, the enemy has legal access to your family for the next 365 days, Tivity. In the kingdom of darkness, house marking is strategic and coordinated. Every year, covens receive, Tivity, assignments during the final week of December. We are given lists of addresses, Christian homes, Tivity, praying families, houses where children have spiritual destinies. Our job is to mark, Tivity, those houses before the new year begins, so that demons know which doors are open for attack. Tivity, we do it during the final days of December because most people are, Tivity, distracted, celebrating, traveling. Their spiritual guard is completely down. Let Tivity me take you back to December 29th, 2019. I was given 14 addresses in Zone 10 of Guatemala City, Tivity. Wealthy Christian families, business owners, pastors. My assignment was to mark each house. Before midnight on December 31st, I began at 9:00 p.m. The first house was large with iron gates, Tivity. I could sense it was a praying household, but they were celebrating inside. Music, laughter, Tivity. Their guard was down. I stood at the gate, placed my hand on the metal, and whispered an invocation, Tivity. Within seconds, a dark red mark appeared in the spirit realm, invisible to human eyes, but Tivity, clear as fire to demons. That mark meant this house is now legally accessible for attack in 2020, Tivity. The next house was small and yellow, a single mother with 3 children. She prayed every morning at Tivity, 500 a.m. and fasted twice weekly. Her oldest son, 12 years old, had a powerful anointing, Tivity. He was going to be a threat. So I marked their house, not just a gate, the front door, windows, Tivity, and their car, every entry point. I whispered sickness, poverty, confusion, and fear, Tivity. Enter this house in January. 3 weeks later, the boy was hospitalized. The mother lost her job, Tivity. The family fell into deep depression, all because their home was marked. By 11:47 p.m., Tivity, I had marked all 14 houses. I returned to our gathering place. My coven leader asked, "Is it done?" Good. Now we wait. January will belong to us. Within 30 days of January 2020 activity, 12 of those 14 families experienced catastrophic problems: sickness, job loss, accidents, divorce, activity, business collapse. 2 families escaped because they prayed violently at the beginning of the year activity. But the other 12 thought it was just bad luck. It wasn't. It was spiritual warfare that started activity when their homes were marked in December. Now let me tell you the 7 activity signs that reveal whether your house has been marked for spiritual attack. If you activity see even one of these signs, act immediately. These are not coincidences. Activity. These are spiritual indicators that something has been placed on your activity. Property granting demons legal access to your family. The first sign is sudden, unexplained cold spots, activity, especially near doorways and windows. When a house is marked, a portal opens. Portals carry activity, cold spiritual energy. If you've been feeling sudden cold drafts in specific areas, activity, even when windows are closed, that is a sign. The temperature would activity drop near the exact spot where I placed my hand. It wasn't natural cold. It was spiritual cold activity, indicating a gateway had been opened. The second sign is animals, especially dogs or cats, refusing to activity. Enter certain rooms or acting strangely near doors. Animals are spiritually sensitive activity. They can see things humans cannot. When a house is marked, animals sense dark entities activity. I marked a house in Shimatango where the family dog began barking violently and refused to go near the activity front door for weeks. The dog was seeing what they couldn't see. The third sign, activity, is recurring strange smells with no natural source, especially sulfur, rotting or burning activity. When demons gain access through a spiritual mark, they bring spiritual order. Sometimes activity manifests physically. If you've been experiencing this, it is a sign that activity, something spiritually dark has entered your space. The fourth sign is electronics malfunctioning activity, specifically at night or during prayer, lights flickering, TVs turning on by themselves activity, phones acting strangely, alarms going off without reason. When a house is marked, demons create activity, distraction, and fear. They manipulate electronics, especially during prayer or sleep. If activity, this happens in your home, it is a sign of spiritual invasion. The fifth sign is family members activity, especially children having identical nightmares. When I marked a house, I marked the atmosphere activity. Demons attack through dreams first. If your children wake with nightmares, if activity, multiple family members see dark figures or experience sleep paralysis, if everyone has disturbed sleep activity, simultaneously, that is coordinated spiritual attack, indicating your home was marked as a target activity. The sixth sign is objects moving, disappearing, or appearing in strange places. When a house is marked activity and portals open, poltergeist activity increases. Keys disappear and reappear activity. Doors open or close alone. Pictures fall. If you've experienced this activity, especially since the beginning of the year, something was placed on your house activity during the final days of December. The seventh sign is a constant, unexplainable activity. Feeling of being